Hey, mamas. It is the end of an awesome day, and I've had some thoughts circling around in my head for the entire day, and yesterday, and last week. And there's a word that's been coming up for me more than any other word. When I thought about what my 2017 goals were going to be, I thought, oh, my word's going to be gangbusters. My word's going to be what was the other one? Beast mode. Actually, I'm like, I'm going crazy. I'm going all in for my goals, and it's interesting because as you know, the week and a half of January has come and gone, and the word is actually authentic. I recognize that over the last couple of years, actually, I have had to rediscover myself. And it's been really interesting because when I started my business, I really had no idea what I was getting into. I really had no idea the amount of stretching and growing and uncomfortable situations and relationships and communication styles and everything that I was going to have to figure out. And as I have gone through that and have conquered and succeeded in ways that I never even thought possible, I'm celebrated for that, right? And I'm given ranks and income and kudos and love and positions on in books and all kinds of wonderful things that I'm so grateful for. And it's so amazing how we as women, we put that forward, right? So as I market myself, I market Kierston Kirschbaum, I market Essential Oil Expert, I market Power Mom Empire, I'm showing you this side of myself, this brand that is awesome. And it is. And I don't even want to negate it because it really is amazing. I've created an incredible life for myself. And I help other people do the same. But what most people don't talk about is the discovery process, is the what it actually feels like to go through that process of discovering who you are and conquering your fears, crushing your fears, and just taking action when you actually don't know what the hell you're doing. Can I just put it like that? Because when I look back over the last year or so, I recognize that I thought I was awesome, and now I'm not so sure. Someone quote me on that. But I know deep down that I'm great, and you know, I don't mean to be negative, but I do want to be authentic, and I want to tell you that this last year for me has been a total journey of discovery, a total journey of learning who I am and learning who I want to surround myself with and learning who I don't. And that's painful, actually. I think if I look at the most painful lesson that I've learned is recognizing that the paths that cross our lives and bless our lives so much, the friendships that we make, those relationships are so valuable. They're invaluable. And I have so much gratitude for those relationships. And at the same time, it becomes painful when I recognize that those relationships aren't necessarily meant to last, and that I can still, you know, send those people off with love in my heart and just want there to be positivity there. But at the same time, I have to be careful that I don't have an inauthentic voice, that I don't tell people that things are okay when they're not, and that I don't accept certain situations in my life with what's the word, like where I'm accepting of like all people everywhere in every way, when in reality I don't. And so the purpose of this message is to invite you to a realistic look at what building a business looks like, especially network marketing, especially as a woman, especially with all of the different relationships that you will have and you may lose, and you will discover a new version of yourself. And as I was considering this morning, kind of where I'm at and where I've come, I've really I've really come to see that there was no possible way for me to know who this new version of myself was going to be. There was no possible way for me to figure out where I was supposed to go, what else God had in store for me in my life without taking massive action. And I want you to know that when I take massive action, that maybe historically I've done that without fully knowing who I was, but I just kind of stepped out into the dark, so to speak. And you just put yourself out there. And during the process of failure is when you really gain clarity of who you are and what you're meant to do in this life. I have found that lack of clarity has been probably one of my biggest weaknesses. Kyle and I discuss, what's like the worst thing about us? Like, we are not very clear. We don't have like a clear message, a clear, identity. Like we kind of do, but like we don't even always know like what it is. And so I've discovered really just today that I wasn't failing enough to have clarity. I wasn't making the mistakes to get really, really clear about what I absolutely 100% do not want. And that is not a fun way to learn things. But my mother will attest to this, that I have to learn that way. And I think that most people do. So most of us have to go through things and discover what we don't want, to really find our clarity and to discover who we authentically are. And then it becomes our job to shine that face forward. And I purposefully did this video. It's evening, the lighting is bad, I don't have any makeup on, my hair's in a ponytail, and I want you to know something. I have a real block when it comes to posting videos and pictures of myself on social media that aren't like perfectly done with professional makeup or the right lighting or whatever it may be, because I always want to put my best foot forward. I always want to come and shine, and that's a good thing to do, right? I love to show up and to be my best, but at the same time, again, I sometimes feel like I miss the mark with my authenticity because I'm not always showing the other side of, my messy office with boxes and random stuff everywhere, and that I operate in that way and that it's okay. So my message today is super clear, that I am ready to charge 2017, that I have an entirely new brand coming out. I still love doTERRA, don't get me wrong, but I have reinvented myself. I know who I am with clarity. I know who I'm looking for, and I know the way that I am meant to serve my community. So I look forward to serving you. I look forward to having you as a part of my community and getting your feedback and hearing from you and what you're experiencing. I look forward to being a support for you and really providing that authentic voice to all the power moms out there. So I hope you have a great night. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.